Hi, it's me, and that's him, and we're the Sci-Fi Scholars.
We are talking Arrow. Season 5, episode 21, Honour Thy Fathers.
As opposed to season
Father.
1, episode
Episode
2,
two.
Honour Thy Father.
Yes. Don't get confused.
Well, Adrian Chase wasn't around season 1.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Well, he would have existed, he just wasn't a character.
Yeah, but so obviously this is about honouring fathers.
Yes.
It's obviously a bit of a play on that. I wonder if they know that. It's just like, see, episode 1, season 2 is father, and then they've named this one Fathers. I'm wondering if that's a deliberate thing, or they just were like, oh, that's a cool name, because they're both trying to honour each other's fathers. Like, their own respective
I
fathers.
would expect that they know what they've called their previous episodes. Like,
I don't know. They may not. I hope they do. Don't get me wrong.
surely, if they've got some more than one person working on this, which we know they do,
Yeah, they got two.
someone would have mentioned it.
Yeah,
Like
it's probably deliberate, but it'd be funny if it wasn't.
it does show a bit of full circle for Oliver though, because the original one is basically the first episode that's not the pilot and shows him dealing with his dad stuff.
Yeah,
This one shows him dealing with more stuff with his dad.
and he sees the other side of his dad that he's known about, but never really fully gone. Yeah, my dad's not a good dude. Like I knew he wasn't perfect, but didn't think he was ever capable of doing, like, actually killing someone, even if it was accidental. Or accidental, we don't actually know from that
Yeah,
footage.
it
It looks accidental, but then again, it's a pretty poor angle, and it's
a random security camera in the thing, and they're like shoving each other, and he goes over and gets.
I mean, that's poor occupational health and safety without a rail there. Come on.
But
It was probably 20 years ago.
it was quite. I think they said 20 years.
Yeah, I think it was 20 years.
Um,
Anyway, the whole point of the title was because both Chase and Oliver have both been trying to honour their fathers in both of their respective missions.
Yes.
And so that's where the title comes from, and that's it. Thanks for...
And so also, I liked how they started it off by, like, obviously the cement body rocks up.
Yeah, that was cool.
How Chase found it, I have no idea.
Whatever.
But
I don't
then
understand most of the stuff he does or how he does it.
he's just a super villain.
Yeah.
But then they're trying to investigate the body and find out how it's related to Adrian Chase. At the same time, while trying to crowd control every case that Chase has been involved in ever getting, like, re-examined.
Yeah.
So they've got, like, tons of extra work for everyone. Plus they're trying to fast track something to find Adrian Chase and find out what's going on. And then there's the whole rumour that Oliver's dad was a massive criminal. And they have to try. Then there's the whole political thing of, like, do we deny this? Do we say nothing? How do we get out ahead of this so we don't have to weather the storm?
Yeah, I liked it how Thea's back.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd throw that out there. It's not a character I realised though I'd missed, but actually having her back, I was like, it was nice.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool in that scene because Oliver's like, let's get ahead of this and deny it. Thea's like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because she's like, if it turns out to be true, that's going to bite you on the ass more. And it seemed like, because they didn't show us him having a press conference until the end, he actually listened to her, which was kind of cool. And I like the fact that Thea's obviously got, like, her journey, she's got to a point where she's actually gone, I don't for a second, like, doubt that our father actually killed someone. Like, it just seemed like she was, like, not even surprised by it. Like, she just was like, I actually think he did it.
Because also she's been dealing with the thing that she thinks she's just a mass murderer herself.
Yeah.
And right, which is obviously also what Oliver's slightly gone through with the whole post-chase making reveal it. Which means Thea is like, well, if we're both willing to kill, we know our parents were not great, so maybe, like, it's logic.
Logically that makes sense.
Also, the end of this episode was where Oliver, there's like 6 end episode scenes in this episode.
Yeah, they kind of end, you could have used each one of them as the end of the episode.
Yeah, but so they get Oliver finally revealing to Thea the tape that her dad gave her.
Yeah, that was a cool scene. I really enjoyed that.
Which I'm guessing might actually be how the season 2 episode ended, with Oliver watching his tape.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's like 5 years ago, or 5 seasons ago. But that was really cool. Like, he's gone to the point where, like, yeah, I can't. he's starting to get to the point where holding secrets from like his sister and stuff
He's realizing it's a bad idea.
doesn't work out too good for him.
Yeah. And then I like say, in the press conference he comes out and he's just realizes he's going, yeah, my dad killed that dude. What are we going to do? Well, I wouldn't know. We didn't say all that. But, like, he accepted the fact of the media that, my dad wasn't as good as I thought he was and stuff like that, which was kind of a cool scene. And it also related to them capturing Chase.
Yep.
And then be like, yes, with the help of the Green Arrow, we got ahead of this. But I was just like, the whole, like, I get that he was explaining, like, he's like, talked him down, but I was just like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it was a little...
Like,
well, I guess we'll see.
they seem to think they've won, but I'm like, we know it's not because it's episode final. 21.
Exactly.
Come on, guys. But it also doesn't, it'll be interesting to see where they go with it, or how Oliver deals with that and plays with that in the next couple of episodes, 2 episodes left.
Yep.
And we also get the continuation of Wild Dog with Renee with his daughter.
Yes.
And interesting that he thought it was just going to be him going to court to tell him, I want the custody and then signing some papers, but it's actually a
proper hearing.
Hearing, and he's like freaking out about it. And then Quentin's like,
do it. You have to do it.
Get out of your head.
And then he doesn't show up.
Yeah. Some of these scenes with Quentin and freaking Renee, like in the past few episodes, I can't remember which exactly episodes, I think I talked about it, have been freaking insanely good, particularly from Quentin. Like, you kind of thought at the start of the season, like, is there any more, like, Quentin Lance is kind of done. Do we really need him anymore? Like, there's not really much of an arc for him, and it felt like he'd gone through like everything, and it was like, well, what do we...
He's burnt out. He's lost his daughters. He doesn't have anything left to give.
No, well, not even that, but just like from a story point, it was just like, I don't know how they can use him anymore. It's like he'll just kind of be there. And for a little bit he was, but now they've kind of doing this Renee and Quentin thing together, and him being the assistant mayor and or vice mayor, whatever they call it, has actually made me go, damn, I'm so glad they kept this character because he's just so good. Yeah, particularly in those scenes, just the way he's just like...
He's basically enabling Renee's story arc.
Yeah. And he's actually making me want to care about Renee's story arc. If it wasn't for those scenes and for him, I would be like, whatever. I could do without these. But I really like them and really glad that they're in there.
So, the real question is, Thea came back last episode. Is Ragman coming back next episode?
What about Arsenal?
Yeah.
Where's Roy?
No, he's still on the run for the cops. Remember? He's
dead. Oh, no, he's green. Oh, yeah, they think he's dead. So he's not really run from the cops. He just has to stay in hiding.
Yeah. If he shows up, he's instantly going to be like...
Well, he could show up as...
Done for all the previous crimes, plus faking his own death, which is a serious crime in itself.
Well, he doesn't have to show up as Roy Harper. He just has to rock up as...
Hoy Harper.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, I'm Hoy Harper.
No, he doesn't even have to show up as a civilian. He can just show up and be his badass self as Arsenal. Because everyone believed he was Arrow.
Yeah.
And then they've got the Green Arrow, who's honouring Arrow's legend by becoming Green Lantern, and then Arsenal's kind of disappeared, but then he could come... Yeah, anyway.
They could. Who else should I bring back?
I don't know.
Anyway, so yeah, they've brought back a couple characters.
The flashbacks were back in this episode. I was very happy, because anything with Anatoly in it, I love it.
He's a really good character.
And I liked the whole trying to bring it, like, the full circle in building the...
CW's new series, Bratva. That could actually be a cool show.
I'll totally watch that.
But it might only be like a 1-season show.
Yeah, no, we don't need anything more than that. Just a 10-episode arc.
Oh, they can be the new legends. Anatoly can be the new legends. That'd be cool.
That would be interesting.
They need a new criminal.
Oh, as a criminal.
Well, as in like Captain Cold was a criminal.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Flashback. The end of the episode with him being with Kovar back. I was like, this is going to get interesting.
Because you already knew that might happen because Merlin...
Yes.
At the other... 5 episodes ago?
Yeah.
Merlin saved Kovar.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see where that goes because I've actually been really enjoying those flashbacks and bringing those flashbacks back full circle. And it felt like, hey, we're almost there. And then I was like, whoa, another twist. Which... for the hell of it.
So they've only got like 2 episodes to wrap up the Kovar stuff.
Yeah.
Plus
Chase.
It's
going to be interesting. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.